I'd like to bring up Erin Mulhern, one of the winners of this year's You're a Rock Star. Come.
Unity means a lot to me and many others. According to the dictionary, unity is described as being together or at one with someone or something. It is the opposite of being divided. However, unity means much more to me. It shows that we can come together as one and put our differences aside. We can join together as one whole and not let our beliefs get in the way. Throughout life, we focus constantly on what is different or strange about one another, and not so much on what is on the inside. We only see the flaws or differences that someone has, rather than seeing how similar we truly are. I believe true unity means that we can all come to a point of realization in love, being able to work together as a whole. We need to stop discriminating and working against one another when we can work together to accomplish our goals and create a better world for everyone. Psalm 133 of the Christian Bible contains a verse which inspires me to be united with others. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. This expresses unity in ways I cannot describe. That short sentence has so much meaning to it that it's hard to see at first. With all the hatred, discrimination, and violence seen in the news and online, we forget how wonderful it is to feel united, to feel as one. It means that if we live together as one, there's a chance for equality and peace. But if you decide to live your life in hatred and despair, you will never know the true feeling of power and coming together. Another inspiring note comes from Maddie Stepnick, an American poet who writes that unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. This quote relates to the meaning of unity to me, since everyone will be so surprised at all the great things we can achieve when working together. Unity is more than just accepting. It is also about acting and paying back to the world. Together, nothing would be impossible. Unity can come in many different ways. It could be a fight for what is right or just simply accepting one another's differences. German poet and playwright Friedrich von Schiller helps show the true meaning of what I believe unity means when he writes, "Even the weak become strong when they are united." This means that everyone feels weak or defeated at some point. If you come together, you don't feel alone and you feel a strong sense of power and accomplishment. This describes how you should not discriminate against someone because of what they look like on the outside, as you do not know what they're going through. To me, when you come together as one, you can achieve anything and there are no limits to your success. Another bit of wisdom on unity comes from an unknown source, saying diversity and inclusion are giving value to every human being, no matter our differences. This illustrates how we are all equal and that we all are the same on the inside. If we are all the same on the inside, there is no reason to why we should be divided. It is so silly to think that people are hating someone for their race, religion, sexuality, or any other number of differences. We are all human at the end of the day, and we should not let something that has no effect on who we are inside get the best of us. Lastly, unity means accomplishment. When working together, we should be proud of what we achieve as we are one step closer to bettering the world we live in. One person cannot change the world. Everyone must put forth effort. The great things which can be accomplished from unity is described by industrialist Henry Ford, who once stated, "Coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success." This clearly describes unity, since unity has to start with coming together and accepting one another. If we cannot do that, we will never be able to accomplish what we dream of. We have to start somewhere, and sometimes all people need is a little motivation and realization that our world needs help. If we keep letting our differences divide us, we're never going to come together as one. Unity plays a very big role presently, but also in the future. A hope I have for the future is an end to fighting, discrimination, and hatred because of our differences. That people would put aside their differences and come together as one powerful and strong community to make the world a better place. Working together helps us conquer many great obstacles that no single person could do on their own. I would like to have with you the words of the spiritual leader, so powerful is the light of unity that can illuminate the whole earth.
So our essay contest winner could not be here today. She became ill, but I think she'll be okay. Let's say a little prayer for her feeling better. So I'm going to read her essay for her. Aisha Sadiq is a Schaefer Middle School student, and we presented the question, what does unity mean to me? So this is her essay. Unity is something that is not shown a lot in the world. Unity to me means coming together no matter the size, race, color, religion, or beliefs that one may hold. It should not matter what we look like or what we believe in to be able to get the same respect as everyone else. Everyone deserves to have the feeling of love and the feeling that they have someone there for them. Falling down should not be something to laugh about, but it's an opportunity to pick someone up. When my friend fell on the stairs, I didn't stand there and laugh. I reached my hand out and picked her up. Even though everyone else was laughing, I asked her if she was okay and helped her get to her next class. Unity shouldn't have to be forced upon someone. It is an expectation. I could have stood there and laughed with the rest of the crowd, but instead I decided to show my classmates what unity means. If you've searched up the word unity in the dictionary, it states the state of being united or joined as a whole. But unity is so much more than that. It's helping your neighbor, helping your sister or brother, and helping the homeless. The opportunities for unity are endless. Smiling at someone or telling someone who's having a bad day that it's going to be okay is showing an act of unity. Unity is understanding the differences that make people unique and who they are. Unity is something that can be thrown around in the world a lot more than it is. No matter the size, race, color, religion, or beliefs, we are all the same. Unity is an honor to have, and whether we are far or near from each other. And that is our essay contest winner for today, Aisha Siddiq.
So tonight's winner and honoree is going to come up and share with us her poem. Her essay is, I have no glasses on, it is Miss Raylyn Cusick. So Raylyn, if you can come up.
What is unity, you may ask? Well, unity is a very familiar word here in the Bensalem community. As individuals of the Bensalem community, we have many reasons why we are unified. For example, all of our schools work together to keep a safe, healthy, and happy environment for teaching. Another example is our government. Our government also works together to keep Bensalem a happy and wonderful place to live. We as a Bensalem community strive to be unified so we can all become close-knit. Unity means to me that we as a group or as individuals can come together at any time, whether it be for joy or sadness. We support each other in the best and worst of times. We all have to give love to this community because it's our own unified group. Every opportunity we have together makes us a better community. A better community means more unified people. People of all races, genders, and religions all play a part in our unified community. Unity doesn't mean just a close group of people. It's all about friendship and equality. I see every day how much unity we have together, and we should feel accomplished of ourselves because this is a big achievement. By sharing things that we love doing across the entire town, we give an opportunity to all the people of the Bensalem community. For example, teaching. Teaching can give little kids like me the love of education and learning. Unity may be a word some of us aren't familiar with, but here in the Bensalem community, it means a whole lot to us. All it takes, in my opinion, is love, friendship, trust, and friendly faces. All of us together can reach unity if we come together as one. I don't just mean one person. I mean we all have to come together and act like one big Bensalem family. Unity Week here at Bensalem brings all of us together. Think of this. If we treat our Bensalem community like they're our relatives, we can achieve unity. We all need to keep Bensalem a happy and safe place to live, and that all starts with unity. I believe unity came from the word united. United means joined together for a common purpose or by common feelings, which is almost the same thing as unity. Unity means the state of being united or joined as a whole. If you noticed, unity has the word united in the definition. Both of these things deal with being free and being joined in a group of people you truly care about. We show unity when we show love for our town. Compared to any other towns or cities, Bensalem can be kind of small. But in my eyes, we are the biggest town because of our love, passion, and kind hearts. Our town is one of the best places to live. Our town is one of the best places to live because of love, passion, and kind hearts. All of us, including the schools, businesses, and small shops and factories, work together. For our town to keep up the reputation of a wonderful place to live in, we all need to stay kind and come together as a group. In conclusion, unity is the glue that holds up our strong community. We all bond by talking, texting, and calling to check in on our friends, family, and neighbors. That keeps us unified because we play a part in our town. Unity has been important for making the world fair and just. It's also amazing to see all of us getting along. Always ask yourself, do I help out in our town? As the Bible always says, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity.
I have the great honor of introducing one of our essay winners. Her name is Evelyn Bacco. She is an 8th grader at Schaefer Middle School, and she will come and present what unity means to her.
What is unity? Well, unity has many meanings. unity has a deep meaning inside my heart. Because under these circumstances, our country is tearing into two different groups. To me, unity means diversity. Unity physically means together, which is correct, but mentally for me, it means helping each other when we can't help ourselves. Being there with each other and supporting everything we want to do. A lot of discrimination is in our world, and we cannot sit back and tolerate all this hate that's going around. It's just not right. Being different is good, and we get to show the world what we're made of. If we unite together and understand each other, we can go through hard times and help each other out. Congress renamed our country the United States of America. Notice the name includes the word united. They named it the United States because they decided that all the states were going to be there next to each other, but still independent and free. This statement made by Congress shows that even though we are free, we still have to be there for each other. I just lost my place. We still have to be there. We can do anything we like as long as it's right. We all have to be there for each other. We shouldn't hate just because of our differences. We should love each other's differences. Most people in Bensalem are there to provide aid. If something is wrong, someone in Bensalem most of the time helps or heals someone's pain. Not always is it just pain they heal our hearts. Just because we have a few people in Bensalem who are actually willing to be there for each other doesn't mean that's all we need. Those couple of people can make a difference. They can make Bensalem and other places unite as our country that once was. By being there for each other, we can unify our nation. I'm glad to say that our school district has done many things to further push unity in our community. Although we do these things for Bensalem, we also try to help outside of our community. In Schaefer Middle School, we had an Alice's Lemonade Stand fundraiser, which for those who aren't familiar with it, it's a foundation that sells lemonade and funds childhood cancer research for profits. This is a perfect example of how our community helps in and out of our community. I hope that Bensalem influences other parts of our state and later on, hopefully the whole country.
Unity is defined as the state of being united or joined as a whole. A statement so small could be something so much greater if we let it. It may not occur as often as we may hope, but when it does, it is powerful. When we come together and show it, it creates an impact on us and we can hold on to that. Unity can be as small as people in a neighborhood coming out and having a fundraiser, or as big as a gathering of people nationwide to help survivors of a hurricane. No matter how large or small, or old or young you are, as a community, as people, you can come together and unite. Being nice and unifying with people is simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. No matter how old or young you are, there are always ways to come together. At my dance studio, we do a mentorship program with the oldest girls, my company, and the youngest girls, which are in the two lower companies. Once a month, we come together and help them with their routines and get inspiration from them, but the opposite is true as well. They watch our routines, and we hope to inspire them too. This shows unity because it doesn't matter to us older girls how much younger these other girls are. We help them with whatever they need. We come together to inspire each other. Another way unity can be shown is through school clubs or activities. Because of this, students can make new friends and become a community in a school. Clubs and activities can do fundraisers or school-wide events to bring everyone together and have fun. Maybe through this, less bullying will occur because everyone opens up and just has fun. In communities, I have noticed how people get together to support other organizations. For example, when Texas was flooded because of a hurricane, a lot of people lost their homes and belongings. People got together and helped rescued people, gathered food and water for them, and helped them get back to their normal lives. This shows unity because it's people helping people, despite race, religion, size, shape, or anything else. Help is help, and unity is unity, and that's what we must show. Unity is a way people come together no matter the differences. As a community or a neighborhood or even a small group of people, we can put our differences aside and be one. Unity is powerful, and it could be even more so if it is just shown more often because it's not hard. This small world has a lot of different, much larger meanings. We must act as a community as a whole and help build a better Bensalem.
Hello. My name is Marsal Ghaffari. I'm a 7th grade student at Robert K. Schaefer Middle School. Thank you for inviting me here today to talk about what unity means to me. Unity can have a different meaning from person to person. Some people may feel that unity means a group striving towards a common goal. Others believe that unity means strength in numbers. To me, unity is coming together as a home, district, school, town, or even nation. When we assemble and unite with one another, it allows us to strengthen ourselves and build the courage to stand up to things we may believe in. As an individual, sometimes we may feel scared to act upon certain situations. But when a group of people unite and push towards a common goal, it allows progress to be made in whatever the goal may be. In our world today, there exists discrimination for reasons that may be based on race or religion. In 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke to the masses to encourage people to stop discrimination because of race. When this happened, many people united and worked towards equality to all. When this happened, during World War II, the Nazis and their leader Adolf Hitler killed an estimated 6 million Jews. At the time, the world came together and united to try to stop the ending of the killings. And look at the world now. We aren't separated because of our beliefs. Even though we're all from different places with different backgrounds and different cultures, we could all stand united. If we all unite and come together as one, then we can all build a better Bensalem. We could all build a better Bensalem by attending every township meeting, or we could commit to little acts as simple as helping your neighbors with the groceries. When we do little acts of kindness, we could all build a better Bensalem together. If we do not do our part to build a better Bensalem, then Bensalem will not be a place that the next generation of kids will want to grow up in, and our community will not be healthy. As Helen Keller once said, "Alone we could do so little, together we could do so much." This quote means you achieve better results united together than alone. In conclusion, unity is not just limited to just joining together and striving to accomplish a certain goal. Unity gives people the courage to stand up to what they believe in. As an individual, a person is like a drop of water, insignificant at times and easily ignorable. However, as a unit, together they are like an ocean, which when stirred can cause a massive typhoon and could break through any and everything. That is what unity means to me. A collective group that has the ability to act and create change. Unity allows people to rise above injustice and hate, to provide strength, support, and love to one another in times of great need. Thank you.
So Giovanni, come on up, Giovanni. Giovanni's going to be our essay winner. You're from Schaefer? From Schaefer Middle School, and there were a lot, hundreds of essays submitted, and we wound up with 11. So this is the best of the best, and these essays that from Bensalem School District, and I think St. Ephraim's was involved too, are phenomenal work by these young men and women. So without further ado, Giovanni, and his essay is about what unity means to me.
When I think of unity, I think of my country, the United States of America, where many languages are spoken, where different religious beliefs are practiced, and different ethnicities unite as one. Former President Barack Obama said, "To be an American is about something more than what we look like or what our last names are, or how we worship." I couldn't agree more. Our country has many different cultures, but what unites us is that we are all Americans. To be united as a country takes understanding, compassion, strength, and education, so that we can accept each other despite our differences. Even though we may have differences in our cultures, at the end of the day, we are all human beings. I believe that when we unite, despite all of our differences, we become a stronger nation. Our diversity makes us stand out as a unique country in our world. Being a good person and showing compassion toward others is important for communities going through difficult times, especially when the world contains million-spirited groups of people who are not accepting of others that look different, speak different languages, or love differently. When I see these hateful events taking place in our country, it encourages me to be a better person. Unity is only difficult when we choose not to learn about our differences and disrespect one another. The word unite doesn't necessarily mean that you have to agree with one another. To unite shows your willingness to accept and respect others for what they are, who they choose to love, or what they choose to worship, and what languages they choose to speak. Being a bully and acting hateful are behaviors that are learned by the examples of others. This breaks unity. We are not born with this behavior. I'm thankful that in my home, I was taught to love and accept others for who they are. It is much easier to love and accept than to hate. I choose to unite with my classmates, my neighbors, my teammates, and fellow Americans. The perfect example of unity is a strong and loving family. My family celebrates holidays and birthdays together, which teaches me to love, just like my families. There are sometimes misunderstandings with one another, but we work through them to remain a strong, loving, and united family. Just because a disagreement may come about, it doesn't mean that we start hating one another. We learn from these misunderstandings and move forward. I believe the same should happen in our communities. Playing sports and coming together as a team demonstrates unity. I have played soccer since I was 5 years old. Focusing on winning as a team has shown me to work together with my teammates. We help each other make plays on the field. When we win as a team, no matter who scored. Being a part of a team has taught me about at a young age and I am thankful to have that experience. Unity is very important in my life. It may not come easy in every situation, but as a person, I think we should all try to do our part any chance we get. If you have a chance to be a part of a positive experience in your life or someone else's life, go for it. You can make a difference. You can be a part of something special. You can lead by example and demonstrate to others by your actions and your voice that we are all human beings. Accept if others can make an impact on someone's life. If you can teach one person about unity, that may continue as a cool style. Imagine that spreading love and acceptance to others is the new trend. Instead of a new brand of clothes, we outgrow clothes and styles. But learning to come together with all people is a style that lasts a lifetime. Thank you.
Our essay winner this evening is Khadija Azam Janova, an 8th grade student at Schaefer Middle School, who will read her essay.
What does unity mean to me? Unity means a lot of things. Collaboration, consideration, empathy, sympathy, teamwork, friendship, relationships, working as a whole, helping anyone at any time, sharing, a simple act of kindness, being there for someone, believing, optimism, working together, living as one. Unity is many things to people, and it can make Bensalem better by creating a better community. Unity is standing up for somebody who's unable to do it for themselves. It's working together to find a solution to a problem. It's helping someone feel better when they're down. Unity is sharing ideas, thoughts, and kind comments. Unity is being generous and collaborating with one another. Unity is being a good friend or including someone if or when they're lonely. Unity is working together as a team, as one. Unity is power, intelligence, and strength. To have and believe in unity is to not discriminate, to be inviting of everyone no matter their race, religion, beliefs, or how they look on the outside. Everyone is different, but that diversity is what makes us all alike. We may all like various things, we may all have diverse interests or enjoy doing different activities, but that does not make us any different than the next person, because we all have the same colored blood. We are all the same on the inside, regardless of our appearance on the outside. Richard Twiss is a Native American educator and author. Like he said, you can't have unity without diversity. What unity is not is in excluding somebody or isolating them from everyone else and causing them to feel lonesome. It's not making someone feel bad about themselves or making fun of them. Unity is not about putting someone down to make yourselves feel better or being selfish and rude. It's about coming together to achieve one common goal as a team. As for me, I always try to include everyone. I do my best to not leave anybody out, and make sure everyone feels welcome and comfortable at all times. I know what it's like to be lonely and feel like an outcast. When I was new to Schaefer Middle School, I didn't know anybody. To be honest, I felt a little out of place and a bit uncomfortable. But those feelings soon disappeared. I started feeling more welcome, and people started talking to me and being very friendly. They did not discriminate against me because I was new, and there was no bullying at all. All the staff and students treated each other with respect and kindness. They believe in unity and that everyone deserves to be treated the same, no matter where they come from or who they are. Differences do not matter. In fact, that's what makes everybody so interesting. Baha'u'llah is a Persian religious leader. He once said, "So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole world." Additionally, unity is protection. When united, people are safer from harm because they have each other to stand up for them and back them up. When united, people tend to feel more secure and calm in certain situations. Unity is helpful when you feel threatened or alone. Having people around you allows you to let go of some of the pressure on you. Susie Kassem is an American writer, and one of the books she wrote is called Rise Up and Salute the Sun. In her book, she said, "Unity is a beast in itself. If a wolf sees two little boys playing in the woods on one side and a big, strong man on the other, he'll go to the one who stands alone." Furthermore, unity is like a shield and deserves to be used for good. We can act as one by believing in equality, thriving in diversity, and living in unity. Thank you.
Our essay winner this afternoon is Crystal Palacios. I hope I pronounced that right. A student at seventh grade student at Snyder Middle School. Listen carefully as she shares her perception of what unity means to her.
What unity means to me. Unity is a very important part of life. It's something basic kids should be taught early in life because it's just as important as being taught to say please and thank you. As you grow older, you will learn you can't do everything by yourself. Coming together to make something greater than what you could have ever imagined is the reason to be united. Unity may not make things perfect, but it can make a single person have a single life, a better life. In this world, nowadays, we lack this, and in fact, we do the complete opposite. I believe this should change, and have unity be another mandatory thing we do daily and stick together as one. Unity can be small and simple, but it can also be something that changes all of our lives. To me, unity means sticking together to accomplish things we couldn't have done without each other. Together, we can work to make this world a little more enjoyable, or at least a place we don't have to hide or shield ourselves from. A very important thing to know is that many of the great things we have accomplished are because we have stuck together to make a change. If people did not believe in each other or trust each other, many things wouldn't have been possible. It would have just been another idea floating in a single person's head. Like Ethiopian proverb once said, "When spiders unite, they can tie a lion." To me, unity means strength, as it takes a lot to put all our differences aside and forget about our different opinions and meaningless minor things. Petty arguments and selfish decisions get in the way and let us forget to be the best we can be together. Unity includes everyone willing to contribute, as it's not about what you have, but what you can do. It might not seem like a lot, but it only takes a small step to make a difference. Having the strength and unity will get us far in this game of life we go through every day, and it will help us reach our goals. As you know, this road gets more and more evil every day, but what helps it stay balanced is the unity standing among some people. I admire the tight unity people truly have in this world. It's something special people share with each other, just like the air we breathe and the same sun we greet every morning. With that said, I end with, let unity be the reason you succeed, because to me, unity is an extraordinary thing. Leave dividing for mad, not the world, and definitely not your own lives. Unity provides happiness if you do it the right way.
Our essay winner tonight is Nara Crespo, a student from Snyder Middle School. Listen carefully as she shares her perceptions of what unity means to her.
Hello, I'm Nada Crespo. What unity means to me. Unity means to me to be united together against the problems in our world. We should always be united together in order to better ourselves in this wonderful earth. In the dictionary, the definition of unity is the state of being united or joined as a whole. But to me, it runs deeper than that. When Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, the devastated people, including me, came together to help. Although we were not all acquainted with each other, we knew we had to come together to help. Unity is more important than anything. Unity is good for our school because we must help each other to achieve our goals. If we are not united, everything will fall apart. Because we are united, we work together and support each other. If it wasn't for the teachers being united to help us, the people who have gone on to do amazing things in life wouldn't be who they are now without the education they received. This wonderful school of ours shows unity by supporting each other in sports, academic activities, and so many other things. Unity is what helps us achieve our goals. Unity is good for our community because we can better it if we work together. If our community is united, we can better Bensalem. Because we are united, we have achieved things like getting better playgrounds built for the elementary schools. We can achieve many things together as a whole, including having new things built. We must help each other because we are a community, and we must work together to make it the best it can be. Unity is what brings us together to do these amazing things for our community. It is good for our country to be united because it strengthens our nation. If the country does not work together, then the country will fall apart. If we are united, we will thrive and work together. We must stand tall and support this wonderful country of ours. Every morning, we stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance to show that we are united. We must always support each other. Unity is the reason why our country is strong. Unity is good for the world because we can achieve so many things if we just work together. If it wasn't for the help of many other countries, we wouldn't have the same technology we have today. If it wasn't for the wonderful influence of many other cultures, we wouldn't have the amazing clothing options we have today. In the future, if we are more united than we are now, imagine the things we can achieve together. Unity is why we have everything we have today. Unity is important to me because it is the reason why I am here today. Because of unity, I am able to have an amazing education. My dad is united together with his coworkers to be able to make a living and support their families. Because we are united, I am able to make friends and learn so many things so that when I grow up and get a job, I can support a family of my own. Unity is one of the big reasons why I am alive and thriving today. Unity is important for so many reasons. We are all human and all blood runs red. No matter the race, gender, or sexuality of a person, we must be united together. It is always good for our schools, communities, and our countries to be united. If we are all united, we can work together to save this beautiful world of ours. Without unity, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Our essay winner today is an 8th grade student from St. Ephraim's. His title of his essay is, "Who is my neighbor?"
Who is my neighbor? Acting neighborly toward everyone is one thing that everyone can do, regardless of one's religious background, ethnicity, or the like. Our neighbors are all around us, from the kind, elderly lady you may see on your block to the peer you may be mildly dislike. All people deserve to be treated impartially and fairly. The question you may be asking right now is, how can I show respect for every human being I know? My answer: begin with the little things. We will never know how many people go around assuming that their actions will not make much difference in someone's life. But even what may seem like insignificant good deeds can matter greatly in the grand scheme of things. When going through the daily activities of life, one must keep in mind that very few people are able to take the most appropriate action possible in every situation. Every person has their own flaws. However, when we work on our own shortcomings and treat them as individual issues, which each need a different approach, we can become better people and so help the world to become a better place. Perhaps to better understand this, I can provide an example. Imagine that you are having a worse day than usual and someone requests your help. Your choice in that moment can affect that person and potentially many others in unforeseen ways. If you choose to send off the person rudely, that person may pass on the bad mood you have given them to others and will also think of you differently. If you choose to take time to help the person or kindly explain why you cannot, that person will likely be extremely grateful that you have treated them kindly. Striving to be a neighbor to all people can be a difficult task. Finding the strength to even contemplate it may be an endeavor all its own. However, when you consider the concept carefully and divide it into smaller parts, it becomes much clearer and does not seem nearly as imposing. Going back to the concept of neighbors in general, I should show consideration toward all people. Everyone is my neighbor, including those whom I know well and those whom I do not. Even those I have yet to meet are my neighbors. To reiterate, once again, everyone should be treated with the utmost respect. Moral values should be upheld to the highest possible level. It is understandable when one sometimes fails to do so. Again, few people can. When I fail, I remember that I always have another chance and should never waste it. As the well-known author Harold S. Kushner once said, "Do things for people not because of who they are or what they do in return, but because of who you are." Thank you.